Thanks. Real quickly, close your laptops and turn off your phones because you're going to need to get up in just a moment. A little bit about myself. For the past year, I've held the title of Developer Evangelist. I consider myself a community person all my life. Since 2007, I had a community in the DMV, District of Maryland and Virginia. This community was very dear to my heart. It's a community of Vietnamese Americans, specifically in these 3 states. And since 2007, we've been able to do some really crazy things, raise $500,000 for different philanthropies. We've been able to push the We the People platform to respond to their first petition. And we hold annual conferences. And we've only been able to do this if we were able to recognize each other's differences and similarities. Now, in a group as niche and maybe homogeneous as Vietnamese Americans in DC, Maryland, Virginia, we found out that we had a lot of very great differences that we could take advantage of and similarities that really bonded us together. So amongst a community of developer evangelists, which is a very meta community in front of me right now, I want you all to participate in an exercise that will help us get to know each other a little bit more. So what we're going to do is the group to my left, everyone over here, is going to stand over by the board over there, the little postcard board. And the group to my right is going to be standing over by the chairs over there. Raise your hands, everyone at the chair. And you're going to be in 2 separate groups. And I'm going to call out a statement about your identity. And if you relate to this identity, you're going to walk over to the other side. As you're walking over to the other side, acknowledge another person, but you're not allowed to say anything. You can high five, you can make eye contact, you can hug. And you don't have to walk over the other side. This isn't a truth or a lie detector test in any way whatsoever, but this is to help us get to know one another as developer evangelists in a meta community. So if you guys can get up and go over to that side, and for you guys over here to go over to that. All right, so the only rule is you can't talk. The first statement is, I have migrated to the Bay Area. Wow. There's a lot of people that migrated. The next statement, I was the first of my family to graduate from college. I was the first of my family to graduate from college. I own more than 20 t-shirts with tech logos on them. I have founded a company or consider myself a founder. Interesting. I do not code on a regular basis. I do not code on a regular basis. I have a computer science degree or a computer engineering degree. I feel like I am the only person at my company that knows what evangelism is. I currently manage a team. My parents understand what I do for a living. All right. I already forgot someone's name today, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask. I currently run and organize a meetup group, or an in-person user group. This is my first time in a role of a developer evangelist or a community management role. Okay. I'm native to the Bay Area. Should be a lot less. I have a degree that has nothing to do with what I'm currently doing. Bring on. All right. And this one has nothing to do with anything, but I own a pet. Last one is, I have flown over 10 times in the last year. Cool. So in order to be a better community of developer community builders we should focus on emphasizing each other and sharing each other's experiences. So keep this in mind as we go through our next portion of the unconference, which is going to be very discussion oriented. And that's it. That's the end of that exercise.